It's the rundown. No, Steve, it's my stream today. So if you mug me off, I'll fucking kick you. Don't tell me what NFL team you support, because I'll kick you for that as well. As long as it's the Dolphins. Dolphins only stream. Unbelievable stuff. Let's just look at this little
jersey.
Huh? Sorry, mate. I've just can you not look at this banner that I've put on the stream? Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. Very good.
Shameful.
Very good. That's going to be going out through the whole show, and you can't stop it. So we're going to talk about Britball. We're going to talk about the NFL. We're going to talk about the women's game. We're going to talk about the most popular man at the Holton Spartans, Hayden. We've also got the head coach of the Brunel Burners coming on in a bit. He's not coming on yet because, I need my FaceTime, ladies and gentlemen. Steve's not here. Don't ask where he is, because I'm not. You know where he is. He's gone. He's not here. It's me now. I'm in charge. All right. Huh? Watch the view account go into the bin because I'm in charge. So, Sam, tell me about Britball. Obviously, there were some surprises. A lot of non-surprises. As per. And for some reason, I keep looking into the camera on my laptop as opposed to the camera on my phone. But professional journalism, ladies and gentlemen.
So, big result Saturday before we go into the Britball scores. NFL Academy 49, Rig Academy 6. Yeah, that's the second game on the bounce where they've absolutely smashed the team. And I think they're doing a reverse fixture as well, so they'll be back out in, I can't remember where Rig are, but wherever they are, they'll be playing them in Europe. So that'll be fun. So, BAF scores for the week. So the Prem North, the Merseyside Nighthawks 0, Edinburgh Wolves 44. Prem South, we've got London Warriors 34, Bristol Aztecs 17. And then in the NFC 1 North, we've got Glasgow Tigers 32, Lancashire Wolverines 63, the Northumberland Vikings 14, and the East Kilbride. See, there you go, it's done already. East Kilbride Pirates 17. There you go. The SFC 1 West, we've got Oxford Saints 7, South Wales Warriors 7. First time game in the season already. Lovely stuff. And we've all failed.
Unbelievable stuff.
Thanks for that, guys. Ruined our predictions already. And then the FC1 East, we've got London Blitz B 7, London Hornets 20. And NFC 1 South, we've got the Birmingham Bulls 19, Nottingham Caesars 34, Chester Romans 42, Shropshire Revolution 7, the Leicester Falcons 55, the Holton Spartans 7. Then down in Div 2 in the north, we've got Aberdeen Roughnecks 18, Dumfries Hunters 6. From the Highland Stags 47, Dunfermline Kings 0. And we've got Nottingham Raiders 6, Darlington Steam 27, the Lincolnshire Bombers 33, Doncaster Mustangs 3, Scunthorpe Alphas 28, and the Humble Warhawks 6. We've got the Hereford Stampede 9, Swindon Storm 8, the Bristol Apache 38, Cornwall Monarchs 0, and then the Colchester Gladiators 10, the Ipswich Cardinals nothing. The Ouse Valley Eagles
fucking
6.
two right Ipswich Cardinals. Have some of that. Sorry, go on. As you were.
The Ouse Valley Eagles 6, Norwich Devils.
We don't talk about that score. We don't talk about that score.
We don't talk about that one. We're not talking about
we're not talking about that score.
And finally, we've got the Berkshire Renegades 0, the East Essex Sabres 7.
Do you know what, SJ? You should. On Soccer Saturday, the guy that reads out all the scores at the end.
Yeah, mate. I used to watch 5 Live every Sunday.
That should be on the score.
So some good games. First draw of the season. Obviously some absolutely dominating games. It's a shame to see for me to see Shropshire Revolution start off with 2 losses on their record. I went down and trained with them once, and they seem like a good group of guys. They certainly hit hard. Is that why I never went back? Who knows? Unbelievable stuff. But yeah, what surprised you the most, SJ?
The Nighthawks and the Edinburgh score is a big one. I think those are 2 teams that over the years, they've had some really, really competitive games. That's 44-0. That's laying down the hammer and saying we're the ones that are going to win this one this season. I think the Warriors game as well. From what I heard about the Warriors game, there's a scoreline doesn't actually reflect how close it was. 34-17. Maybe not the score that I think people expect from the Warriors, but I think it shows the Aztecs, bolstered up by. I think they've got quite a few of the Bullets down there, so that's helped up. Brand new DT.
Didn't you pick the Aztecs?
I didn't. I did pick the Warriors, and I messaged you yesterday going, no, was it yesterday? Was it Saturday? I said, I think the Aztecs might actually pull it out of the bag. So we'll.
Yeah, and then I made sure to slag him off to the Aztecs.
But then,
That's how I roll. That's how I roll.
The Downing did one. Yeah.
Also, Lincolnshire Bombers. Fucking round of applause.
Big scoreline there. Big scoreline. But then you've got so did one.
Liam Woods, say it. I think he's saying you're chatting.
One of us. Who was the one? Was it Hayden doing his? I'll pick the shot result for every single one, and then.
I bet it was. We'll get on to Hayden's picks because he's a celebrity in certain areas of the country for his revolutionary picking strategy, and we'll get into that.
Okay, we'll wait. I'll say my piece.
Oh no, that's a whole thing, mate. You're not saying it now. We're going over Britball scores. I would say, to be fair, Hayden, I would ask you if you were surprised by any of the scores, but I imagine you were surprised by the scores you got right, to be completely honest.
Well, if I look at the post of the score predictions, any that I picked along with everyone else, I got right. The ones that were the, shall we say, outliers, I was hopeful, but it doesn't look like I did too well, to be honest. I was kind of just looking at names and thought, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, we'll get into it. It's a whole big thing. We need to because I've got a revolutionary system that doesn't work, so it's great. It's fantastic for me. But yeah, in terms of that, I'm happy to see Lincoln Bombers go 1-0 to start the season. Obviously, there's a lot of colonials on that team. Is this? Well, realistically, people watch this. It's going to be a Uniball centric show. Yeah, you've got 3 people whose specialty is Uniball. What do you want? There's a whole show for Britball, and that's on YouTube. You can watch that if you want. But I can only talk about Uniball and women's football, and barely about women's football because I don't know nothing. I've learned, but we'll get into that as well. And also Scunthorpe Alphas. One thing that Scunthorpe Alphas have done, if people watching haven't checked out their social media, please do it because they're doing great things. Like they're just something simple like interviewing players after the game. I think it's fantastic for both the team and the sport itself. And I wish more people would do it because that's interesting. Like I want to know what people thought about the game. I don't want XFL sideline reports after a big play, but if they just go, to their captains, oh, what did you think of the game? That's really interesting. It's just a small thing that people could do because obviously, our team's not particularly massive, and we'll go to games sort of independently. But if you just do it, we'll share it. Basically, make my fucking job easier. For God, crying out loud! I do so much for you, people. For you, people. Apart from anyone from Bournemouth and anyone who doesn't support the Dolphins, not for you, never for you. Yeah.
You make more and more of an enemy of the Bobcats.
Grow up.
Oh, come on. The Bobcats think that all of us here seem to hate them for some reason, which we don't. Come on.
You know what? Bobcats keep this up. Congratulations, your best social media award. I'm giving it to the Newcastle Raiders, not to Brunel either, because you don't deserve it either. Honestly, and do you know? No, I think the Bobcats hate me specifically because I said Liverpool would win.
Yeah.
And even after seeing Alfie play, and he was very, very good, mind. I don't know. I'd still think Liverpool.
Okay.
So take on me
because there will be. It's just gonna if there are Bobcats watching again this week, the comment section is just gonna be.
Conversations coming. With you, Tibbs.
Yeah.
Well, you should have stuck around in Div 2, and hopefully, I wonder if this stream will ruin my chances of getting into the Gloucestershire Gladiators. Not really thought about that. Who's in their div? Who's in their div? I'll slag them off now.
That's the one I was in. So
yeah,
we were in. So
who's in that? Who's in that?
You've obviously got Gloucester, you got Worcester, but they dropped out, so I don't know if they'll be there next year.
Shit. Yeah.
You got Solent, you've got Bath, you've got Plymouth. There's Bath Spa, not.
Well, actually, no, because I can't really slag off Bath because they beat Gloucestershire this year.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
and then you've got Bath Killer Bees are going down, and I think Reading are also going down into that division.
That's a tough division. Yeah, that's a tough division.
Actually, from conversations, I'm not entirely sure if Reading are going down into that division. We don't know yet.
I heard that it was, but
no, I think I know that they're Div 1.
Is there talk of being put back into the South? Because originally they were in Div 1 South, and then they were the ones that got moved over into.
Yeah.
That would make
I believe it's the Killer Bees are going into the Gloucestershire division, and Reading are going into the more London-centric division. I don't have that confirmed.
Yeah.
But So, but I can slag off the Reading Knights because I know the head coach, so I'm legally allowed to do that. And I will throughout the season. Congratulations on being bottom of the power ranking every week, just because Rob Smith's your head coach. You know Rob Smith, don't you, SJ? Should I get him a picture of Rob Smith? Just one picture.
I'm fine working with Rob. He's built a coaching staff up, mate. It's huge.
No. We'll interview him then.
Didn't you do that?
Yeah.
Take your inhaler in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Well, I'm confident.
I think Tebs is going to die on this stream at this rate.
Oh, I fucking hope so. Get numbers up.
What flavor?
And none of your banana, mate. Banana, mate. Once again, I don't eat fruit, mate. What fruitella? You're a bit rich, mate. That's your fucking 9th beer, I heard.
It's the first one.
No, to be fair, I remember my first fucking beer as well, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Unbelievable. So, let's talk about the new celebrity in Holton Spartans, Hayden. So, we asked the rest of the Sports Act people to do their predictions for Britball. Hayden was obviously one of them. He works for us. Very honest, and same thing, mate. Same thing, different chemicals, mate. Don't you know?
He would.
Also, none of us do the power rankings for Britball, so please don't. You can comment on here, but I mean this. We're not going to listen because none of us do them, and I don't control the Breens. I don't control what they put.
Don't control the Breens.
I don't control the Breens. You know, if they put your team in the bottom, just because one of them's called Chris and my legal name, which none of you know apparently, is Chris. So, honestly, do you have any idea how embarrassing it is when I've got to message people in Britball, and unless I put Tebs, they don't know who I am. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that is? I didn't fucking ask for this fucking nickname. I'd have my nickname be like Sniper or Falcon or something like that, or Ian. You know, something mad like that.
I mean, people work out. I realise what my actual name is. I'm like, oh my god, it's just his initials.
No, that's your name. Your first name's S and your last name's J. Yeah.
Your middle name's J as well.
All right, mate. Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss, mate. So Hayden. So we asked Hayden to pick his teams. And let's go through his revolutionary strategy because he became a celebrity at the Harleton Spartans. I heard that he's MVP for this week. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well, basically, I mean, we touched on it earlier. I don't know this. We spoke about this last week. I don't know much about Britball. And
shock.
We got told to make our picks.
You don't know much about anything, do you? No, sorry, go on.
We got told to make our picks for the games this week, and I was like, yeah, that name sounds cool. Let's pick them. Holton Spartans, pick them. The Spartans commenting on the Instagram post saying, it was just very simple, Hayden, and a few emojis afterwards. And I replied to them. What was it? I said it was please just go make me look like a genius this weekend. Unfortunately, they didn't quite do that. But don't worry, Holton Spartans. I will be picking you every week from now on to win.
Look at that. And do you know why? It's because he wants a free shirt. He wants a free cap. He wants a free jersey. All right?
Yeah, let's make a deal, Spartans. If any of you are watching, if I come and watch a game You got to like give me all the merch.
Are you even old enough to drive?
Bro, he's not old. Bro, he's not old enough to drink, mate.
Just because you lot have graduated and are still obsessed with Uniball.
I'm still at uni, mate.
All right, what is it? What is this? Personal attack stream? What is this? The fucking roast stream? What are you fucking?
You came after me, so.
Huh?
You came after me, so I'll come after you.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I'm talking about, mate. Did you put on your Tinder bio that you're a celebrity in Halton? That'd work. Bare celebrity in a very small minority hole, mate. If you honestly, let me tell you how much putting leading Britball journalist on your Tinder profile adds. Honestly, I mean this. It adds literally fucking nothing. Literally fucking negative stars.
Do you really have that in your Tinder profile?
No. No, to be fair, I did have. I had one fumble recovery. Don't cared.
How many? Yeah. I reckon that made more people swipe left.
Yeah, probably. Especially they probably knew. They probably looked at me and he's a fucking O lineman. He got an offensive fumble recovery, and that means that your QB got sacked, is what that means, and you just happen to, and you're
know about American football.
Yeah, but my problem is, mate, is that, as I've said, the Uniball and the Miami Dolphins are my whole personality. So if they don't get on with American football, then there's no fucking point, really, is there? Like if you don't think that, like, the second someone, he fumbled the bag, bro. He fumbles the bag.
Actually, what position do you play?
Quarterback.
All right.
I don't know what I was thinking about.
My name's SJ. I'm a quarterback.
No. It's not like that. It's not like that. So I only started playing during lockdown.
How many interceptions do you have?
Zero.
How many attempts do you have
in a game?
Yeah.
Mate, look, hey Seb, don't do that. Come on. I was only there. I was in the COVID year, so I started playing then, and then I've had a year at Loughborough. But I've been on placement the whole time, and I've got 5 quarterbacks at Loughborough. 2 of them are probably.
So wait, hold on a second. Have you ever actually played a fucking game of football? We should have asked this.
It's so annoying. I will.
You're a quarterback, but you just haven't ever played.
Oh, bro, I'm a fucking. Bro, I'm a quarterback.
You're a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going off of SJ's logic, I am also a quarterback.
Don't take the piss, Hayden, mate.
Mate, I'm the only deaf quarterback in the country.
If there are any Bobcats watching now, they will say I can't throw you.
No, to be fair, we have to talk about this because this is actually a really interesting point about SJ. He's the only deaf quarterback in the country. Like, that's really interesting. Like, when he first told me that, I was like, that's bad. I would write an article on him, but I can't stand to talk to him.
The reason is that if I play any other position, I'm not going to hear the snap. I'm not going to see the snap. So
but how do you know? How do you know you're the only deaf quarterback in the country?
Huh?
How do you know you're the only deaf quarterback in the country?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
that is a good point. He's a deaf quarterback in the country. There you go.
If there's any other quarterbacks out there, just sign to me, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a fair point, Hayden. Why do you got to steal his thunder like that, bro? What's he done to you? Hayden, mate, Hayden's going to bring the whole of the Holton Spartans on you, mate. That's what I'm saying.
Look,
when he's,
I'm going to go. I want to go and watch them at some point. I really do, just because of this whole situation.
Where even is, mate? To be fair, you've got to slack them off bare, and then they'll invite you to a game, and then you'll get offered a.
I swear their facilities are awesome. I remember seeing a couple of years ago. They've got like a proper stadium set up.
Really?
Yeah, proper stadium set up.
As long as I get like pitch side access, because I am their number 1 fan.
Confirmed. He's their number 1 fan.
Yeah.
You've got a fan, Holton.
If there's a football stream I watch this year, it will be the Spartans.
Oh, how about me? How about me and you? I'll go to the Shropshire Rev game and stand on their sideline. You stand on Holton Spartan sideline, and then we can see if we can blag a free game. And I'll be DB. And you can fucking try, mate. You can fucking try.
Terrible.
Mate, I'll just give you all of these, all game. Boff. None. Nothing.
Really?
No, but what will happen is, Hayden, is that the ball won't get thrown to you, and I'll still do the sign because that's how it works at DB. That's how it works.
Yeah. It is.
So, I think so. In last week or the week before, I did an article on the NWFL, which is the women's league, and during that time to now, I've done a few interviews with some players from different teams. You know what? There's some stuff there. It's really, really interesting. So, like people, one thing that obviously I feel bad that we didn't write about it. So, the Birmingham Lions, which is not the uni team, the women's Birmingham Lions, they had the largest point differential I've ever seen in a season. It was last year. I think it was
Their team is unbelievable.
I believe it was plus 387. And in speaking to one of the people, I won't say because the article will come. They told me that wasn't even the highest point differential they've ever had. Like, what? You've had a higher point differential than 387? Like, that's more than the Bullets. Like, and how am I, trashy American football journalist, not talking about that? It makes me look bad at my job. And I am.
You are a trashy American football journalist.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Mate, I don't even like this sport, bro. Bro, I'm honestly, mate. Like, I mean this. Like, about 6 years ago, I meant to go to Ultimate Frisbee, but I turned up too early, and the American football's on. Yeah. But I'm not genuine. Like, genuinely, that's what happened. It's mad. And now I'm here. No, we can't slag off Ultimate Frisbee. Or can we slag off Ultimate Frisbee? Yeah, probably.
Why not?
I try to slag as little people off as possible, unless you're anyone.
But you appear to be a Patriots or Cardinals fan, or a Bobcat.
Oh yeah, Bobcats, bastards. But also, we've got hold on, when's Seb getting here?
5 minutes, maybe.
Perfect. So also tomorrow we've got an NFL stream, an NFL draft stream. It's the mock draft, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching, come along, watch. It's not going to be me. It's going to be me. It's going to be Hayden. It's going to be Hatch. It's going to be Mike Ireland, and it's going to be a couple of guys from the Bournemouth Bobcats. We're going to go through the draft. Probably not all 7 rounds because I don't want to grow old in front of you on the stream.
We're doing a 1-round mock draft, no trades included.
That's bollocks then. Because if you don't think I'm going to trade everything for the Dolphins getting to the first round and pick fucking
that 1 round,
fucking pick John Elway. Give me John Elway. Now, mate, grow up about the peach, yeah? It's not peach today. It's fucking banana. All right? All right. Sometimes I like different fruits in my poison sticks, all right?
Different fruits.
Yeah.
It's like there is no fruit in that whatsoever.
No. Yeah, you're right.
It's literally a fast-track pass to death, Tabs.
Well, mate, talking to you. Mate, fucking talking to you. I'll fucking smoke 9 at a time then. Grow up, all right? Yeah, so this NFL draft stream. So basically, we're just going to try and go through, try and be as smart as possible. There probably will be some bullshittery involved, I imagine. Why not? Probably. Be funny. I mean, I'm going to try it. But my thing is, like, in real life, shut up, Hayden, in the fucking private chat. I saw that. So, like, this is the problem. In real life, the Dolphins have traded out till the 3rd round. So, all these first-round picks
in the entire draft.
Yeah, but we got Tyreek Hill. You got Tyreek Hill? No, your team's got now. Nothing.
Yeah, but you have a quarterback that can't throw that far.
Oh, you have a fucking small head. You ever think about that? Yeah, you ever think about that? No. What? Your QB's like fucking 5'2", all right? So don't you, mate? All he does is run around. I could eat him, mate. I'm surprised that JJ Watt hasn't ate him for power yet. You know who you need? You need Baker Mayfield. That's what you need in your life.
Oh, no. Kyler Murray is the best quarterback to come out of where was it? Oklahoma.
Oh, that's a good question actually. That.
I'm basing mine off what what I think the team would do, because if I'm basing it off of if I were the team, then there would be a lot of teams picking 7th round kicker. Like the Rams, they wouldn't. No, they don't have a first rounder, do they?
No.
No, they don't have a first rounder for the next 20 years.
Any team that I don't like will be getting like a 7th round quarterback in the first round. If it were to be what I would do with that team,
I'm going to try, but it's like really, I'm going to try to pick as smart as possible. But I mean this with like the deepest respect to these franchises. I really don't fucking care about them. I really don't care what they do. I don't care if they fold. I don't care if no, but genuinely, like when it comes to like the Vikings pick, I haven't got a clue what they need. Not a clue.
Well, I think the thing is, Tebs, me and you are probably going to be the least knowledgeable people on this stream about the draft. Like the guys,
yeah, mate. The thing is, bro, you're the least knowledgeable person on fucking any stream you're on. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
I don't even know what to say, to be honest. You've got me. You win. Fine.
Leave the stream.
That would be too much fun for you.
Wow, look at that. He's left the stream.
Oh, dear.
Can you believe that, man? Oh, that's a rip. That's a rip. Well, 1-0.
That's a power.
1-0. 1-0, Tebber. Unbelievable stuff. If he immediately apologises, I'll let him back on.
There you go.
Oh, he's just writing in private chat, fuck you.
Say sorry or you get kicked again.
I'm not saying sorry.
Right, so this is the stream now. Aiden's gone. He's gone to start up his own company called the Holton Spartans Network, where he's just going to watch Holton Spartans games and comment on that. That's it.
Listen, I'd love to see that live stream every single game in the season.
Every single.
I want that. But I think he's back again. It'll be now if you can get people involved. Ask people, what do people think is going to go? Who's going to be the number one pick? That's the big debate.
Well, we're saving that. We're saving that for tomorrow, SJ.
No. I think just having a quick one now. If because we've got to pick some of these people. Who do you think is going to be? This kid's a good one. Who's the best quarterback in the draft? Well, actually, no. What quarterback do you think will go first? People watching. What quarterback do you think will go first? Because I think there's a good chance that the Steelers trade down and they panic and they drop down a lot. Like because the Jags seem to have expressed interest in giving up their first overall, but are the Steelers really going to take probably Malik Willis with the first overall pick? No, probably not.
I don't think we'll give up the number one pick.
I think that they might. I really do think that they might, because
they'll do what the Texans did last year with the Watson trade. They'll demand too much for it, and no one will want it.
But the thing is, you just look at Pickett will go first, but I'd take Willis. Why is that, George? Why is that? Because I've just seen that both of those quarterbacks are quite
pro ready.
Yeah.
But again, Trevor Lawrence was labelled the most pro-ready, and Mac Jones had a better season. Yeah, but that was but Urban Meyer, he was maybe one of the worst coaches in NFL. I'd say, if not the worst, who had the worst season in NFL history. His legacy isn't even ruined as well, because he'll just go back to college and he'll have a great season, and people forget he was fingering birds in bars and stuff.
It's like Nick Saban, though. Nick Saban started off was at the Dolphins, and he didn't really have a great time. We'll never remember.
Yeah, no, they went fucking 49-0, in one season, which was mad. Yeah. Do you not hear about that? Good old.
I thought Nick Saban had a shocker in the NFL, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he shaked it. Unbelievable.
And then he went straight back to Alabama and dominated.
Yeah. But there you go. That's the Dolphins for you. But we made Adam Gase, sort of. Well, okay, who would you rather have as a head coach, Adam Gase or Urban Meyer? That's a good one.
Guys.
Yeah. Urban Meyer is too.
But
The problem with Urban Meyer is like I don't know if he would get if he would improve if he had more time. But the problem is like the amount of off-field issues he caused. Like if you're a head coach, you cannot cause that many off-field issues.
No, like I think the most simple infraction is he didn't fly home with the team.
Yeah, but then
It's
also there's other stuff. Like it's not just the
retire
bars. Not just the thing with the bars. It's the he hit a player in training, didn't he? A player spoke out about Urban Meyer actually being quite an abusive head coach.
Oh, so we don't talk about coaches hitting players on this stream, mate. Sorry. Carry on.
But yeah, I think the amount of I don't know. I just feel like the guy brings I mean, he's clearly a great coach. He's done well in college, but I think it's like the off-field issues he seems to bring when he goes to the NFL.
But bro, also he's like, oh, I hear this number 99 for the Rams is trouble. Didn't even know Aaron Donald's name. That's mad.
But he wasn't committed. Like he clearly wasn't committed to that job. Like it was just kind of a yeah, all right, sure, I'll do it, kind of thing.
Honestly,
I feel like he just had no interest.
I wish that I went to the fucking media day. The post-match scrum for the Dolphins-Jags game, because just to hear him speak about his first win, unbelievable. But I wasn't at that game. I didn't go.
I don't think he'll. Yeah, I think there'll be a few issues because I think colleges will, he'll have to stay out of it for a few years. I think because I don't think colleges will want to recruit someone. Will want to hire someone that's after what he did in that nightclub. I don't think it's going to be a very you know what I mean. I don't think colleges will want to hire him quickly. He won't be very.
Yeah, but I imagine if he expressed his interest in being the head coach for Div 2 American team, they can't pass that. They can't pass that up.
But would he want to go to a Div 2 and below NCAA team?
Oh, probably not. No. Like if he goes to Coastal Carolina, that's the only one I can think of. Yeah. Actually, no. Coastal Carolina are actually quite good. Is it Coastal Carolina? Oh, fuck knows.
No. I just don't think. I don't think teams will risk that opportunity at the moment.
But it's more so how he was more inappropriate around adult players than he was around these people who are 18.
The thing is, the college football isn't as widely reported. There's not as many people watching you, so maybe he got away with a bit more in college.
Oh, okay. So we've got two from Aaron. Aaron coming in hot with these comments. I love it. So he actually sold the bar. I didn't know that. That's fucking mad. I know that was his. Bar, but I didn't realize this. Now this is a good one. I think this goes on to a new topic. Has anyone watched any of this USFL? Because I have.
I was going to say, was it on at the weekend?
It was.
What is USFL? Is that
there's no coverage already. It's dead in the mud.
It's awful. Like the XFL. The XFL was, not NFL level, but it was never going to be. But somehow, it's worse.
Is this the second tier of professional American?
No, this has got to be the third tier now because the XFL is coming back. But honestly, some of their plays are bad. Paxton Lynch has proven why he is one of the worst QBs the Broncos have ever drafted. Is unbelievable, but it's so funny. I mean, honestly, Uniball Div 2 shithousery is gone, but I can still get my fix. Boff, there it is. USFL. That is some pure shit, and I fucking love it.
I swear all the games are played at the same stadium or something, or am I?
They are. So every game of that weekend is played in a stadium. The first week's one, they were all played in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah. He's right. But to be fair, the Bucks final was fucking madness. That was a good game wherever you go. Not even compare it to the USFL. I've seen NFL games that are worse than that.
Yeah, USFL. I'm not going to waste my time watching that. Not going to do it.
I don't even know what it is. So
yeah, but basically it's because after college, if you don't get into the NFL, normally you'll go and play in Canada.
No, you end up at uni.
Well, he's. You could tell that Estrella's it is system hard.
Oh, mate.
Fucking hell.
Could the worst USFL team beat the best Britball team? That's the question we need answered.
Oh my god.
You should do that.
Okay.
I don't know what to call it, but
Okay. So who would you say is the best Britball team right now? Because I would have said Tamworth, but after they got beaten by Manchester, I wouldn't necessarily say that anymore. So the Warriors versus, gosh, who's like, let's say the Houston Gamblers, because that's the one I can think of right now. That honestly, give it the fucking international bowl.
You know the USFL is screwed when you've got a team called the Gamblers.
Mate, it's like, to be fair, the one that sucks the most like is the New Orleans Breakers. What the fuck does that
What
mean?
does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Like waves or something like that.
I don't know.
New Orleans? Is New Orleans? Oh yeah, no, it is. It is on the coast, isn't it?
No.
My American geography is not brilliant.
New Orleans,
It's not.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's not. It's not a jacket, mate. Also, SJ's got a blue suit and I have a blue suit, and there'll be at some point in time where those blue suits will converge at the fucking universe will end. That's what will happen. Hayden, get a blue suit. Blue suit. That's the Sport Tank stream attire. Blue suits only.
I'm good, thank you.
All right then.
What I do want to know
see-
is
fucking-
why
fucking
you're
see you
wearing
later.
it this week. Why didn't you stick
Huh?
it out?
Do you want to know what it? Do you want to know what it is? Is that Oh no! Oh fuck!
There you go. Look, yes.
So University of Gloucestershire page. I'm trying hard to do a PhD at Gloucestershire for journalism.
Trying to get a scholarship.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to get a scholarship. Not for a PhD. Oh no, PhDs are cheaper than normal degrees. So yeah. So yes. So if I am successful in the applying for a PhD, which I'd very much enjoy, I think there's a 100% chance that I will play for the Gloucestershire Gladiators if you'll have me.
Do they want you? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what, like I feel like there's a few things that
they do want you.
I mean, there's a few things that I feel like people don't understand. Is that I like secret? Do you want to hear a secret, guys? I'm fucking shit. I'm so wank at football. No, that's true. I'm shit at D. Honestly, I can admit this now. I'm shit at D line. I'm fucking wank.
Don't you play
Absolutely.
O-line?
Yeah, well, no, I played O-line for the Eagles, and honestly, I have to salute the Eagles and Nick Benning for a very good decision, which was to put me on the O-line because, you know, as a fat man, he just stands in the way and sometimes punches someone. It was very effective, you know. And that's what you are, really, isn't it? At the end of the day. So Gloucestershire.
The Gladiators are sorting a scholarship as we speak.
Mate, I mean, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? A credit to journalistic integrity, just so I can talk about the Gloucestershire Gladiators every week, which I would do. I'd still do the Uniball show, and instead of like, I'd really hope that they wouldn't go, okay, you can't talk about Solent Redhawks. They'd be like, don't slag them off too much. There you go. Just don't talk shit on them too much. And that's all I'd need. That's the only scholarship I need. I need a scholarship that I can talk bare trash, not loads, not 100% trash, 40% trash. Basically, all I do is every week I'd say Gladiators by Bill, cheeky million, and I'm gonna score 4 touchdowns again. Oh, by the way, Gloucestershire, I need to be running back. I've not said that yet. I'm running back now. Not fullback, running back. Okay. Yeah, and I want to wear number 0 as well. There you go. These are all the terms that I need. I am joking, by the way. Please let me on your team. But yeah, like realistically, in the draft, it's so What? Why are you calling me? I'm trying to read messages in the private chat, and I don't understand the context. I don't understand the context. Honestly, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if Gloucestershire are saying anything else because I'm actually interested now. Watch this turn into a contract stream where I have to negotiate with them to let me be on their team, and they're like, "No, Chris, you can't be on your team. You'll be nearly 27, and you've got one working leg." So,
one working leg.
Oh yeah, I dislocated my knee like 4 years ago.
This is not going well for you, the recruitment. You're telling them your injuries.
Well, they'll find out anyway. No, but look at Hayden. Look at the fucking state of me. They can already tell that I am. They already know that I'm the fucking peak male athletic form.
This is the thing with the Gladiators need to understand. I hope you're still listening. That Tebs will only be able to play one play every sort of 10. Boy, can't deal with 2 reps at a time.
Fucking, why don't you shut the fuck up, mate? Mate, at least I get reps. What are you talking about?
Forget water boys. You need a vape boy. You need the guy who's vape ready for him.
Again, considering that I'm here on the stream vaping as well, all in all.
But the good thing though for the Gladiators is they can get a sponsorship with a vape company.
What is this? The fucking Chris Tebber roast stream? Can you fuck off? I'm trying to get myself on a squad here.
You just told them you have a gammy leg.
Yeah, but I can still play football. I played 3 seasons with my leg. It just hurts sometimes. But that's what DP's for, Hayden. That's what DP.
That's what my coaches told me. Between hurt and injured.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. To be fair, I'm only worried about it if someone chop blocks me. So anyone in that Div 2, that region who's not in the Gladiators, don't chop block me. There you go. Don't.
What you really just said is, everyone target my knee.
No, because you chop block me, I'll drag you on stream. I don't care. I've gone fucking mad with power. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, and I'm absolutely corrupt. You chop block me, I'll fucking drag you. You'll never fucking play in this fucking sport again.
Steve,
but with that,
1 week off.
With that, banana. There you go. So we're going to bring on the head coach of the Brunel Burners. Are they the best defense in Britball? We'll find out. We're going to ask him some questions. We're going to see about what this SGS Pride game was saying, because I got spicy. It got spicy. I was spicy. SJ was messaging me. I thought he was lying. I was going to take him to court. No, apparently not. But we're going to talk about All Stars. We're talking about Brunel. We're going to talk about SGS. What are we going to talk about? Everything. We're going to talk about is SJ has SJ play? Has he seen SJ play? Has anyone seen SJ play?
No.
I think that's really interesting.
Doesn't he just say he's quarterback? Does he actually train?
Oh well, SJ didn't never show me a CV, so fucking fine. Right, we're gonna bring him on. He was commenting earlier. He comments a lot, talking rubbish, banter, all the good stuff. Let's bring him on. Seb.
Cheers for having me.
Yeah, all right, you can go now, mate.
Watch open.
What the fuck is that?
It's a built-in wardrobe. You not got one of them? Oh no, I can see it in your back.
Oh no. Well, no. The problem is that like the built-in wardrobes, they don't have enough. Like I like all of my fucking sex toys to be heated, and it needs to be powered by the sun. And the walk-in ones, they got the door.
You'd fit in this wardrobe. You'd be all right.
Oh, mate.
I've come out. I've got a good size to it. You know.
I've come out of enough closets in my time. I don't need to go back in, my friend. I imagine telling your parents that you're a Dolphins fan. Fuck you know.
Well, to be fair, you're a little bit better now with Tyreek Hill, aren't you? So.
Who do you?
Oh yeah, that's.
No.
Oh, honestly, no, don't. Honestly, quick stories.
Let him big up Tyreek.
No. I'm just gonna put this story out there before we start talking to Seb about Brunel. So obviously, like, I love the Dolphins to a fault, right? Very much so. Favorite team. It's my only personality trait. No, hold on. my parents were going through some picture albums. They sent me a picture. Fucking twatty Tebbet dad wearing a fucking Patriots sweatshirt. I almost fucking left the house. I was fucking fuming. I almost fucking burnt the house down. I was off my nut. I was furious. My mum, she was wearing a Bears jumper. What the fuck? Bad taste. Bad taste.
That's literally what it's like every time I see SJ. So,
Seb, who do you support?
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
Oh no!
You have to think about that. You have to really take a moment to
No,
get that
because
out.
I've just got PTSD like on setting just because of this draft.
To
We haven't
be
been this high in
fair,
the draft for so long, and I'm just terrified.
to be fair, the Seahawks are trash now. Like they're gonna suck for a hot minute.
Mate, you know what? I just feel like it's okay to suck if you get the right pieces in the draft.
So
Like-
it's okay. It's okay to suck if you get what you want.
Hey, if we get you know a top of the range left tackle or right tackle, I'm happy. You know.
So what I'm hearing is, so it's okay to have a big, hard, long suck to get a left tackle.
Hey, well, Gloucester are happy. They got you.
Oh, fuck off! All right, stop slagging off Gloucester. All right, I need this. Like, imagine if I go to uni and I don't play football. How am I going to make friends?
Imagine you passed up like Div 1 and the Prem to go Div 2, but
No, this is Waxy is because the oh fuck it. There's no point explaining because I'm just. All right, my grades weren't good enough to get into Brunel. Is you fucking happy now for a PhD? There you go. Otherwise, I would have went to Brunel. Fucking.
never thought I'd hear those words.
In his defense, PhDs at Brunel are a lot harder than to actually get into Brunel. So.
Oh yeah, honestly, yeah. No.
Right.
I told it. So, how do you feel? Oh, for fuck's sake, Hayden, stop fucking interrupting me or I'll mute you.
I have a really quick question for Seb. Would you take Tebbs on O-line?
Yeah,
No.
I
No.
would. I would. He's been
I
around the
fucking
game long
would.
enough, you know. He might not do anything on the field, but he's probably good for the rookies that come on board, you know.
Yeah,
You've always
as
got
a
to have some
mascot.
age and experience, you know, to yeah, you did a good job there. Yeah. No, great job. I would have done this, but I probably would have got beaten, you know. I
God,
don't even know what position Tebbs plays on the line. What do you play? Guard? Centre?
yeah, God,
The least amount of running.
fucking too right, my friend.
Mate, so if coach calls a counter, you're gonna be like, oh, take me off.
Counter, mate. Counter, mate. I don't even know her. Unbelievable stuff. But so obviously, like your division was quite sort of. It was a strange one this season because
yeah,
it was sort of
really
like
was.
because like before like QMBL, you know, sort of shagged it in the playoffs by not playing at all. Like I remember thinking that division at the first was really interesting. Like, what did you think of like the first few games of the season? Because Imperial were doing bits, you were doing bits, QMBL was doing bits, Essex Blades were, you know, and stuff. So
Essex Blades, yeah. To be fair, I reckon the thing is, Imperial were very smart with kind of how they attacked the season. You know, they had a decent amount of talent in terms of experience wise. So kind of when you come into a season knowing you've got a level of experience, it makes kind of building your scheme a little bit, you can add some more complex things to your scheme because they understand it. And then your rookies are already going to be entered in at that level. So it's going to seem normal to them. Whereas we were in a very kind of different situation where we probably had about 3, maybe 4 players that actually had in-game experience. So for us, it was the other end of the spectrum. But yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, it was a couple of great games against Imperial and they obviously pipped us, but I'm still a bit bitter about it, but we'll see what happens next year. You know, that's just what it's always been a rivalry for me, and Imperial always seemed to be that kind of kryptonite. So, but I'm one for kind of breaking a streak within our team. So and that's a challenge that we're looking forward to.
because I just remember the first play they ran when I went down to Portsmouth, it was a double pass. So, you know, a pass out behind the line of scrimmage, straight down, got about 70 yards. The Portsmouth coach turned around to me and went, "Oh, we've never seen him do that on tape." But like to be able to pull that off at a uni ball,
they never ran that. They never ran anything like that. They ran the same stuff, pretty much the same stuff. And at the end of the day, if you're not going to stop it, we're going to keep running it, and that's what they did. So I was a bit shocked. I mean, I remember like tuning into the live stream, and that was what kind of came up. And I said to SJ, I think I texted him whilst he was on stream. I was like, they never bloody ran that against us. Probably because we would have picked it. To be fair, we got a pretty mean free safety, but in that situation, you know, that they were just running. You know, Alex is a very, very good QB, and I think at times we made him look like Lamar Jackson, and I think at times we put him under a lot of pressure. But in games that are that close with the kind of offense that they run, which is, you know, keep the ball in bounds, they're going to run the ball, they're going to do what they need to do, they're going to control the clock, and that's the kind of football that they play. And if you're not executing on offense and you're not able to kind of stall them on defense, they're going to come away with a win, because you're not going to have enough time in the game to kind of get back into it. And that was where we kind of really struggled.
And like in terms of like your season, I think obviously probably not the highlight. I mentioned the highlight was making playoffs. You're getting love already. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So like one of the crowning moment for my perspective anyway is the game you had with the SGS Pride. Because again, SJ was messaging me throughout that game, and I was like, "Oh, this is something." Like, what was going through your head, like, sort of prior to that game? Because, like, I imagine we didn't help. We sort of built this boogeyman. Well, the SGS Pride helped by winning games very decisively. About like they're just this amazing team, and then, you know, like 12 points is not a lot. Like,
no, and you know, I don't want to talk crap about Pride. I think they're an incredible football team. I mean, you look at what they've done this year, and, you know, fair play to them. I mean, but when you actually look at it down to you know, I know probably Green is going to take my head for this, but these guys they've got almost a perfect program set up. You know, they have the amount of field time these guys get, the gym time that these guys get, you know, and most of them have all played before. I'd like to know how many rookies they had on their team and things like that. You know, but it was a great game. I mean, we schemed so much to it, and it was, you know, fair play to their head coach. You know, me and him were having some chats, and I think I sent him every game that we had, and he sent me every game that they had, and it was a blanket. You know, we were both on the same page, and it was just a coaching. I mean, the defensive coaching staff were absolutely fantastic for Brunel. They kept us in the game, and it was just an issue with turnovers, and we had a couple of players, like couple of our key players, kind of nursing injuries. So I remember when Greener was talking about the game, we had one of our running backs. He's phenomenal, but he was nursing, you know, a couple of injuries, and you have to manage reps. And I was trying to use him in different ways because I know that they'd seen him on film, but it was just one of those things of execution on the offensive. I mean, we got to their 2-yard line, called the right play. It was just a missed block, got held up, ball popped out. If we make that block, it's a touchdown. You know, he would have gone through untouched. The gap was just ridiculous, but it's just how those games go. It's football, you know, and 7-0 with less than a minute to go, and they just took a pick to the house, which is just unlucky.
But would you agree with SJ's assessment that Brunel are the best defense in Div 1, and you sort of not by extension, but maybe the best defense in the league?
You know what? I think it comes. I've obviously got to try and be fair here.
No, don't do it.
I'd ask you a question, Mr. Journalist, right? So how many points did Philbin put up across the season? SGS, sorry.
Who am I? Steve Football Matrix? I don't know.
No, if you look at the teams, obviously we struggled early on, kind of like with Imperial, with the scheme that they were running. It just caught us out, and obviously, like I said, they controlled the clock. But kind of after that turnaround, I know we had a difficult game in awful conditions against Queen Mary. But we were able to just kind of switch that around. I just think our defense, from where we were in the first game against Queen Mary, where I think we put up the first 50 burger in burner history.
Was it?
That was the first
That's mad.
50-point game that the Burners have had. And on that defense, 10 out of the 11 starters were rookies. Hadn't played a padded game in their football career. You know, most of them were walk-ons last season. So I think from when you look at that to look at where they finished and held, I mean, SGS said to us after the game, we were going into the depths of the playbook we didn't even remember we had to try and they were getting nothing. I mean, Jeremy isn't just an incredible player as well. You know, like he was struggling. He got hit in the backfield quite a few times and wasn't really sure what was going on. I think I have to back our defense. Our defensive coaches, you know, with Jay Selenke at the helm, the Burners defense is going to be a scary sight for the next few years, especially on that rise to the Prem.
I think historically as well, though, you know, from when you started onwards, you know, that's as you as a player, the Burners defense has always been historically, even to a point where I've had chats with refs, and refs after the first game where we conceded 28 points, even they said to me, "What's going on? Like, your defense is usually, they're going to make players work to score double digits."
Yeah, I mean, over the history, we've been holding offenses to negative yards in a game. You know, you look at when gonna talk some smack on Exeter, but I'm sorry, B Shaw, and I'm sorry, Freddie, and Leiden, obviously. But when we played them in the playoffs, our defense held Exeter to negative 18 yards for the whole game, and we lost 7-0. So, you know, our defense has always been good, and it's just going to keep getting better with the players that we're adding. You know, people are seeing it. You know, we've got 2 positional coaches for every unit, so we're pretty good. I'll keep it at that, Tibbs. I don't want to.
No, that's fine. Then I think this is a good one. What are you like? I feel like this is sort of a silly question to ask because I imagine it's the same for every season. But do you think that the expectations now for you to reach the finals, not just make the playoffs, but reach the finals and get promoted, is probably higher than it's ever been? Not higher than it's ever been, but like high, just high is a bit better.
I think so, but I think at the same time, you know, kind of the way that we left that game at SGS was, in our eyes, that was that final that should have been, you know, and the South final was in the semi-final, you know. So for us, we know what we can do, and that was that kind of big statement that actually there's some things that we need to fix. There's some things that we need to, you know, to work on to grow. But as a program, from where we were at the beginning, you know, we sat down as a coaching staff and said this team this year is really going to be a canvas for us as coaches to see what we can do, see how we can gel together, and see where we could take the team. And without those guys, you know, I mean, we actually had to. We all coached for free. That's it, Nate. You're right. Pressure makes diamonds. And that's the thing. We didn't crumble. Every mistake that we learned as a Andy, you got to be able to run under a 5-second 40-yard dash. But for us, you know, kind of that big test was SGS, and it was more of like a reassurance for us that we're ready to compete at that next level, and it just kind of lit the fire in the guy's belly. I think we got about 35 to 40 players returning next year. About half of those are playing summer ball. A couple of Giselle, one of our female wide receivers, she's now got a call up to the GB squad. She's playing at Warriors as well. So we're looking real good. Recruitment's doing well. We're able to set up quite a lot of things that, you know, we kind of need to be able to compete and have that sustainability within the club. So we're getting there. We're in the right direction.
And what do you think are the key components to make a good head coach? Because I feel like, you know, with talk around the Burners from like not so much SJ, is that like it always just seems fun, you know, and some other like coaching, or not head coach, but some sort of coaching, you know, groups, they, it's because I'm sure that as soon as it gets on the pitch for you, it is serious, but it's been it's been described as sort of more jovial and more fun than just football. Do you think, like, first of all, like, second of all, do you think that's important when playing football?
I think there's a line. I think there's definitely a line. And it's one that we at Brunel tread kind of carefully. But one of the biggest things that we preach at the Burners is that family culture. I mean, I'm sure Hayden probably has that at Bournemouth, and every person that plays at Uniball says their team's like a family. But from being a player at Brunel, it's something that I bought into as a player, and now that I'm the head coach, it's something that I want to make sure it stays, and that's what we're about. And I think if you look at the average of our coaching staff, there's a couple of people that bring it up. All right, can you block him from making any more comments, because he's just going to make me cry with laughter if he keeps coming.
Never.
Yeah, no,
Unbelievable.
I would say he'd run after me, but he can't run at the moment. He hasn't got a knee. But I think the way that we kind of function at Brunel is, I think the average age of our coaches is about 20, 23, 24 years old. So we're a young coaching staff in ourselves. So I think one of those big issues around football at the moment is you've got a lot of old experienced coaches, not knocking them. Like, I learn from pretty much every coach that I have kind of contact with. And I feel like that's how you develop. But for us, it's players see us enjoying it, us having fun, and us kind of getting hyped. They see it. We all just kind of work together in that sense. So the vibe that we have, obviously, training and at games, 95% of the time we're all serious. If we didn't cut out the audio in our game film, you just hear us shouting at the refs and saying this, hear us coaching on the sidelines. So for us, it's just being able to have that switch. So we can have a laugh and a joke when we're competing. Offense is going at defense. The coaches do the same. We got a speaker with a microphone. So coaches jump on, coaches
that's a good
jump
one.
on that.
That's a good one.
And it's all about that competitiveness, and that's what we kind of always try to bring to every practice that we do. I think the players are enjoying it, so we're going to keep doing that. I need to work on my front flips, though. That's for sure.
What are the odds? What are the odds you do a full front flip by the end of next season? Oh, don't start fucking vaping, because otherwise people will start asking fucking questions.
This one is strawberry banana, mate.
Yeah, right. So don't get on his fucking ass. No one will get on his ass. No one will get on his ass. Look,
because-
fucking. See, look. You see this. Banana, Harrison. Banana.
The Bobcats are back.
Just add that into the stream.
Apparently that's a new segment. Apparently that's a new segment for the show. What flavor?
Vape of the week.
So,
How many?
sell me a vape. Do you like bananas? There you go. No, or don't buy this vape. If you do, or buy this vape. There you go. Done.
How many vapes do you go through in a week?
Who, me?
Same amount of his inhaler.
Yeah.
No, to answer your question, highly likely.
Good. Oh, I'm telling you, someone filming.
If we put 50 on Imperial, I'll do a front flip for you.
Okay. And by the way, that I hope that means that you're going to stay out in that field until you nail it. That's what I want. Yeah. If you fuck it up for 3 hours, I want you there until you get it.
All right. I mean, I might be a bit tired.
That seems like a you problem, my friend. So, Nate's got one. What game are you looking forward to most next season, regular season?
Oh, regular season. He knew what I was going to say, didn't he? To be honest, who've we got in our... I'm just looking forward to Imperial. I'm gonna be real. Imperial.
It's turning into a nice rivalry, isn't it? It's turning into like this.
I don't even think it's a rivalry, to be honest. I just... he spelt we're wrong, he needs an apostrophe. But good one. I'll let Teps take that one. I think the best one for me would be Imperial. There's just a little bit of enjoyment that I'd get from putting 50 on them.
Do you think it comes from them obviously having won the title last year, or do you know what I'm saying? They went back to back, and then we were looking at going 3 in a row, and now
To be honest, in terms of the regular season, I couldn't really give a shit. That's like a menial title. For me, it's all about the playoffs. You get to the playoffs, that's where the scorelines start to do the talking. For me, the regular season, obviously, it's a nice accolade to have within the university. It helps bolster our funding and helps make strides to grow the team at the university, which is what we did this year. I mean, we pretty much swept up at our awards night, didn't we? So, it was an epic photo of me and SJ with that. That was great. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just salty. Stop trying to press me for answers. Tebs, who wins between SGS and NFL Academy?
Good question.
I think
I'd back NFL. Yeah. It'd be tough. It'd be probably their hardest opposition. Obviously with the age range and stuff like that. But I don't know. It'd be a great game. I'd definitely go watch it.
SGS have a secondary school level team as well, don't they?
Like
Filton Pride. Yeah, it's the actual academy.
Yeah,
Pride Academy, and then SGS.
If it's Pride Academy, I'd probably say NFL. But if it's SGS,
as in the uni level team,
if it's the uni level team, I reckon SGS win. But if it's Filton Academy, I reckon NFL might win.
Yeah,
I haven't really seen much from the Filton under-19 kind of side yet. I mean, you hear a lot about it, but you don't really see much. Whereas you see the scores the NFL Academy are putting up, and never heard of the other teams. But maybe it's like Tommy Fury's boxing matches, or maybe they're actually playing some pretty good ones. Instead of some bums. But the NFL Academy, they're good football players, and they're young as well. So they want to prove people wrong. All of them have got a chip on their shoulders. So
okay then. So let's say, I'll be nice to you. Let's say that Brunel make it all the way to the finals. Who do you think I'm sure that you're probably not paying too much attention to the North when you're, during the regular season. But who do you think from the North is going to likely be your opponents in the final if you get there?
SJ. Mate, honestly, up until that final, I wouldn't be paying much attention to who we'd be playing. Off the top of my head, Loughborough are pretty strong up there, especially now with kind of Newcastle making a move.
Didn't Loughborough make the final of the North final?
Semis.
They made the semis, yeah. They got beat by...
Who did Newcastle play before?
Hallam, yeah. They got... I actually, yeah,
that was a really...
I'd say probably between Sheffield Hallam and what's it called? Loughborough. Those are the two that I would think. Now Newcastle's out of the picture. I reckon them.
Well, from what I can recall, I think Dan Johnson's not going to be at Sheffield Hallam anymore. Bless up the boy Dan Johnson. Unbelievable.
They're giving you a jersey.
Can't believe it. Huh? No, but he sent me. He sent me a really nice message, and I framed it and put it on my wall. And I put it on my wall like above my bed, so I can look at it every time I go to bed.
That's nice. Stuff. That's a nice touch, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Because no fucking girls are going to see it, are they?
You've just got to tweak some of your Tinder profiles. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Your Tinder profile says leading Britball journalist.
Well, it's true, though, isn't it?
And you're
you know what you need to do? You need to be like a hair model for Paul Mitchell or something like that. That's why you got the mullet, you see.
Yeah, but I was getting shit for last week because someone only just realised that I've got blonde in it as well. It's like, leave me alone. It's a shit haircut.
That was one of the podcasts when it brought up the frosted tips.
Huh? Oh, bro, I don't pay attention to the Bournemouth Bobcats. I thought you knew that by now.
You seem to get annoyed every time they comment.
Huh?
You seem to nibble every time.
But the problem is, mate,
it's easy to get a nibble, isn't it?
Yeah, but bro, I'm in charge now.
The ball and string with the Bobcats,
I'm in charge now. Get blocked. Unbelievable stuff.
When Steve sent a message tomorrow morning. How did you go from 60 viewers to 10 in the space of 5 minutes?
Oh, don't
No,
do that.
answer it. Answer it. If Seb's here to answer the tough questions, so are you.
I think it's a tough one because
Is it?
Thanks,
both-
SJ.
Let's just run verts. I reckon we got that covered.
Just tell Luffrey your game plan.
Listen, I'll be at the game, and if that's
Yeah,
the final,
SJ wins either side. That's what he always
no,
says.
it's not
I
that.
win either way.
The better team will win at the end of the day. That's what it is. But no,
So it'll be one of those snakes who had like half a Tom Brady Bucks jersey and half a Tom Brady Patriots jersey. You've taken the L.
You know what? I just want to get that Div 1 ring, so one of my
One
coaches
jacket.
just cuts his hair off, because at this point it's getting a bit mad. He looks like Sideshow Bob. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Does this Andy guy play for you?
Mate, nothing gets past you, Hayden. Whoa.
I reckon he wants. He want. You know the answer he wants.
It's not him.
Yeah.
His best game was the first game of the season.
Andy, you're my MVP. You're my MVP, Andy.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Andy's the people's MVP, you know?
There you go. There you go, Andy. Put that on your Tinder. Your SJ's MVP for Brunel. There
I
you go.
don't know if his missus would be happy with that.
Well, I don't know. No, you're just putting it out there to raise awareness for the team, isn't it?
Overall MVP is difficult. See, there you go. There's the truth coming out. Overall MVP is really difficult for me. One of the guys up there. There's a few names that I could call out, and you got Nate, who joined the team pretty early, played a couple of different positions, and then just became like, yeah, there you go. Nate just kind of became the captain on defense, just through his own work ethic. And I mean, the guy was holding Discord sessions and doing all kinds of stuff with the defense. I mean, he was watching 8 hours of film and things like that just before games. He was drawing up their offensive playbooks. And again, I mean, his head's going to get big, but Kwame as well was the Swiss Army knife on the team this year. Any position that kind of was dealt with injuries, he'd step up and fill in. He played running back, cornerback, running back, receiver, safety, played everywhere for us. And he came in clutch on quite a few times. And then you got AB. I mean, he was on pace to rival kind of Jeremy in terms of his numbers. He set across 5 games, 700 yards, 8 TDs. Was explosive, so I can't really pick one. And then obviously Kara, who played linebacker, played running back, fullback. The guy was just laying the boom on both sides of the ball. So there's too many players that we had that I could just name that could be the MVP. You guys are just going to have to wait till awards night.
Who does Andy think is the MVP?
That is a good question. Andy, who's the MVP? I bet he says Sammy. Watch. I don't know. Let's touch on that when he decides to reply.
So how long have you been a coach then, Seb?
I have been coaching since bloody hell. SJ, help me out.
2019.
There you go, 2019. I graduated in the July of 2019, and then joined the coaching staff as defensive coordinator.
Right.
And then our head coach left during that, just before the COVID year. So I then stepped up, and then obviously with the COVID year, everything happened. So this year was, I would say, technically my first year as head coach of the program, and I also was the offensive coordinator for this year.
So how does it come about in terms of being a new coach? I suppose you're still in the process of like building a playbook for yourself. What?
So
how do you
it was actually. I kind of got thrown into the offensive coordinator role at Brunel, to be honest. I had an offensive coordinator lined up, but something changed in his work situation, and it just made the
Yes.
commitment impossible for him. You know, we
Yeah.
train 4 times a week. And kind of as a coordinator, you're required at the classroom sessions and the field sessions and whatnot. So that commitment was just too much for him because of the changes to his work schedule. I mean, I think in a month, he probably made about 18 or 19 flights to and from around Europe, setting up gyms and stuff like that. He works for Gymbox. So it was a massive task for him to do for work. So for that, I just needed to be able to simplify a playbook down, because obviously we had new players, and you know, sometimes you get a little overzealous and you're like, oh yeah, I'm in Madden, but it doesn't really work that way. So you have to kind of, you know, that's why I'm grateful for the players that we had and the coaches that I had around me, just to kind of keep me humble and keep me working to the direction that we had. I'm now at a position where the team's got one of our positional coaches is stepping up to coordinator, so I'm able to just take a back seat in that sense and just be the coach that I need to be for the team.
Right. So did you I don't know how it really works. So did you kind of inherit a playbook?
No.
I
built an offensive playbook in a week.
Right. Okay. And then I guess that just keeps getting big. You're just going to keep building that over your career, I guess.
This fucking guy. But to be honest, yeah, I was adding things.
Andy wants more reps next year. You can tell.
He's graduating. He's asking for a scholarship to come back.
Oh right.
We don't have that. I'm joking, but nah. He wants to come back just out of the goodness of his own heart, so we'll accept that. But yeah, like, to be fair, you obviously kind of add to it once you start to play like other teams. You start to see how they try and counter what you're trying to do. So then there's obviously how we kind of worked on it and twisted things up, added some little gadgets in, little kind of misdirection adjustments to the formations and things like that. But there was a time after kind of Christmas in training where I tried to add some things and it just didn't work. So then you just have to say, right, look, this ain't working. So we cut it out, go back to the basics and get the basics perfected, and then went from there.
So it's been a pretty it's a quick learning curve for you this season.
Massively. But I would have had it no other way, you know, and that's one of those things. It takes that kind of learning curve, like against Imperial, you know. Like going through the film, it was infuriating. We were like one block away from like a big gain, or you know, one like one step out on a route, which impacted the ball getting there and things. It was like just the small things, but there's only so much. Oh dear. Oh well. I mean, pretty much the whole team know anyway. So
is this a Sport Tank rundown exclusive?
It is. There you go, Tebs.
You heard it here first.
Got a new offensive coordinator. Now we're going to have to do the media post tomorrow.
The Brunel Burners have a new offensive
coordinator.
So and that's what see. I wasn't even here, so don't fucking blame any journalistic bollocks on me.
I'm saying I'm giving you the headline.
He said it himself. We've got a headline, Tebs.
You've got a headline, and that's how you repay me. Wow.
Oh, great. More fucking writing. Yeah, great.
fucking post that we put up. That's all you got to do.
Whoever runs your media team is now sat there thinking, oh, shit, my night's ruined.
Yeah, sorry about that, SJ.
So, I don't really know what else to say. How long were you playing before you became a coach?
So for me, I joined. So I used to be a swimmer before my Britball days. So I joined Brunel in 2014, and then just never looked back. Played a summer season after every uni season. So mainly with Wembley. So my first year, so the summer of 2015, I played with the Cambridgeshire Cats. And then after that, I obviously moved up to Uxbridge full time. So I just played at Wembley up until this season. And I'm now at London Blitz.
Are you play for the Blitz or are you coach?
Yeah, so I play for the A's. Just happy being there, to be honest.
Well, I imagine being at the Blitz, you can probably learn some things to take back to
Oh
the
yeah,
burners.
no, that and one thing that I've actually kind of really enjoyed a lot is just kind of the coaches, just obviously because they know that I coach at Brunel, and they were really kind of supportive, allowing us to kind of finish the season and do what we needed to do before, where some teams will demand that you need to be at training and things like that.
Primate just comes up with stuff randomly, like
I don't know. I reckon SJ's got him.
I think SJ's got him as well, but
What
I
position
think
do you play, Hayden? That will depend
Hayden,
on
Hayden, how tall are you?
6'2".
And how tall are you, SJ?
6'2".
6'2". Hayden, how much do you weigh?
I don't know actually.
Do you play receiver?
Yeah.
I knew it. I reckon Hayden's got it. If Hayden played quarterback like he said, I think SJ wins. But
I don't know now because I didn't think Hayden was that tall.
I don't know, 6'2". Oh, but SJ's got the weight,
He has, yeah.
Oh, mate, I'm only 90 kg.
Yeah, but SJ's a secret fucking vapor, so I imagine his cardio.
I'm 90.
You're 90 kilos. You're 90 kilos.
Check after this and I'll send it.
Yeah, you send that picture. Add me to a group chat because I want to see the proof of this scale. And you're gonna have to send a video of you setting it up correctly so we know it's an accurate reading.
Mate, imagine him having he's just got 6 foot. He's got the fucking skinniest legs.
It just looks like one of those Mr. Flake ice creams you get from one of
It's more so I'm now worried that Hayden's now writing something down. He's writing a fucking kill list and he's gonna pull.
Undercard to the Tebs and Seb fight. I wouldn't fight Tebs. He's got a mullet. He terrifies me already.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I'd 100% win.
To be fair, but I feel like you've already answered the question in the sense of he plays for London Blitz and I'm a perennial Div 2 player. So I'd know admit I'd probably fucking trip as soon as I get in a cage, face plant, and then he just goes, oh. Right. But we've both got the same level of convincing front flips. So
where's your video?
Huh?
Where's your video?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I've
done it on the trampoline or?
No, I used to be a pro wrestler.
Did you?
Yeah.
I reckon I'd lose then, yeah.
Hit you with a fucking rock bottom, mate.
That's all right. I'll just counter you with a stone cold stunner, mate. Whoa.
Oh, this is it. It's going for SJ, it seems. You go.
Yeah, this is all Brunel.
Yeah, none of the Bournemouth boys are fucking backing you, mate.
I know. I'm disappointed.
Hey, I backed you. I reckon you've got it, mate.
If only Bruno and Bournemouth were playing each other, that'd be fucking mad, wouldn't it?
Mad for who?
Just be a mad game, wouldn't it?
I do love playing Wishbone, to be honest. What's it like playing receiver in that system? Be careful with your answer though, because I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, Seb, he's not going to answer that.
He's not allowed.
It's whatever works best for the team.
That's
a good answer.
That's a good answer.
You learn from your mistakes. I'm proud of that.
Yeah,
he's right. Work what you got. That's what works.
Yeah.
Also, what's cornerback looking like? That's it.
But if our strength is in the running game, and if teams are struggling,
why not just run it? If they can't stop it, why change it?
What's the point? Yeah.
So,
Hayden
just said that Nate is in trouble. As soon as the stream ends, he's in trouble.
No, I think
there's always one.
If Wishbone works, then if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. That's what it's about. And the thing is, as well, is if that's what the players know, it just makes everything easier when you're running the same stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to message Nate after this now. God damn it.
Let's get back to our regularly scheduled fucking broadcast and ask the actual question.
Yeah, go on. Oh, here we go. What player? I've got like a team of 40 returning players, and you want me to say one? The whole team. The whole team.
Pick one. No, pick one.
SJ at quarterback. He's going to make a return.
No, I'll come do a PhD. You know, just live it back out.
Hey, he's a check down merchant. You're talking smack on him, mate. He had the highest completion percentage during practice than like any quarterback we've ever had.
During practice.
It's like, yeah. Well, we didn't have a game because it was COVID, and then he obviously went to Loughborough. So
that's my stat line. I haven't thrown an interception. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not bad.
How's your shoulder doing though?
Hey, it's all right now.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
He slept on it funny.
Honestly, good old poach Hayden from Bournemouth. Get me on a scholarship. SJ can do whatever he wants. I will Sport Tech squad repping Brunel. That's what you need.
Hayden would have to submit his highlight reel first, you know. I like a receiver that can block, so we're in a good position. So.
Look, he's writing it down. Look, he's writing. He's writing it down.
He's just going to write up a form and send it to Steve. And I was going to get a message from Steve Rains saying, "Oh God, I hope not." No, I'm joking, Hayden. You're fine, mate. We'll see you in the playoffs, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'd like that.
So there you go, nice and cordial. All right, no one get angry.
What? Who's getting angry? Are you going to be?
No one's going to get angry, mate. No one's going to get angry. Apart from maybe Gloucester.
What? Because they won't make the playoffs.
No, it's more so. I'm just annoyed that is that Gloucestershire going to even accept me as a player now? After this stuff,
they will. Brunel were going to.
When they give you the fitness check and your lungs are in pieces.
Well, mate, you can fucking fitness dick in your mouth, my son.
Oh, you kind of walked into that one. Yeah. What? Right,
that's what I'm fucking saying.
Moving on.
One tackle.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because I'm on
again, mate.
As well.
Mate, I've got one fumble recovery, so it's fine. Yeah. But due to it being an hour and a half, I think we're going to open the floor for any more questions for Seb because I'm tapped out. Where it looks like Seb's even frozen, to be honest. So it looks like Seb knew it was time to fucking depart. But he's not here. SJ can answer this one. Boom.
What international players for Brunel, as in playing?
Yeah, probably.
So we got one of the coaches has actually just gone out. As Seb was saying, he's gone out into Germany. So that's Sam Fraser. So he played for 3 years, coach now, S&C, does everything. Great guy. I believe Rory McKinley, offensive guard, was meant to be going out, but he unfortunately got injured in the last game of the season. So that's on the rest for him. But I believe he's playing at the Olympians over the summer once he's healthy. So a bit more experience there. Other than that, I believe that's it at the moment, unless Seb has got players hiding that I don't know about.
What?
About international players.
Oh, yeah, so...
Sam Fraser, Sam.
So we got
Rory.
Sam, yeah. Rory had an offer, but he's just got to sort his shoulders out. He's another one of those guys that I just commend his work ethic. He came to me last year and said, "Coach, like, what do I got to do to?" And I just said, "You just got to put the work in." That's.
Oh, he's not gone again, has he?
You just have to.
Oh no, he's there.
Put in your work. You just got to put in the work. You've got to work harder than everyone. Everyone's got to be there trying to outwork you. And the thing is, like, he really impressed at the All Stars, but it was just his shoulders, and he's a phenomenal player. I mean, for the people that he moves, it's just fun for him, and it's fun to watch. I mean, if I gave out helmet decals for pancakes, I'd run out of stickers after a couple of games with with our O-line and Rory. It's just.
Do you do helmet decals?
Yeah, we got little stickers. I think I got some.
That's cool because I know the Colonial started doing it this year, and I was like, God, I wish I had. I mean, I would have like the barest helmet. I don't think they'd even give me fucking paint. But yeah, no, I really like that idea. What are they for?
So we just give them for like kind of MVPs. So if you get like a game MVP, you'll get a sticker.
No, I like that as much.
We used to do them for like criteria, but they started to kind of run out really quickly. So
yeah, it's one of those things where I know the Colonials have got one. Because I remember seeing some people with pancake ones. I was like, that is, again, I wish I had that. So yeah. I think we're gonna take one more question, and then we're gonna go. We'll take two more questions actually, because one of these is a joke question, and I mean, I know the answer to this.
I feel like I'm not at liberties to discuss that.
Yep, I thought so. Okay, so we're gonna.
That's the hope. That's the hope. I mean, those of you that don't know, we had an absolute nightmare with jerseys this year.
Careful, Surridge might be watching.
I highly doubt it, and I'll show them. But in our last 3 games of the season, we got brand new jerseys for this season, bear in mind. Surridge made them. And last 3 games of the season, we lost 14 jerseys in total. 14. Tore down, like literally like doing a zip. That's what the jerseys were like. So we were in that position. So we were having people just playing in random jerseys. We even had to, and I think so 14 had torn all the way down to like past the belly button area. And then we had about 15 that had torn kind of here. So instead of being up here, they were all
that's
like
mad. That's mad.
And that's the first year. And basically we went to Surrey and was like, this is just not good enough. And they tried to say that it was a manufacturing error. So basically I've got two. I'm going to give them a Ridge jersey and say, look, you can either make one exactly like this. And I mean, exactly. If not, we'll just go with them and you can refund us for the jerseys. So hopefully we get some new jerseys with Ridge. That's
honestly mad. It's like 14 in a season. Like you might get 2.
Yeah.
Normally,
pretty much every single jersey now is torn at the neckline. Every single one. Which is just ridiculous. I mean, we've got photos from like our games, and you'll see like one of our players being tackled, and the person that's tackling him is 2 yards behind him, holding onto the jersey. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, the one thing I will say though is Bournemouth's jerseys are so good, so nice.
They are really nice, aren't they?
Pop out. He was like, "What, Bournemouth? What?"
Yeah, well, I've got some work I'm doing right now, so
multitasking, lovely.
Mate, honestly, I'll say this: fucking Hayden was messaging me about work in the club the other day, and I'm like, "What are you doing, man?" He's got these.
Look, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Maidstone nightlife is dog shit. So, like, you can't.
It's facts.
Have you been out in Maidstone?
No.
I was gonna say.
There's a reason for that, though. Do you know?
Yeah.
Have you been out in Kent? No. Why
No.
not? It's Kent.
Because yeah, basically.
It's like Medway, Chatham.
It's just not nice.
It's just not a good vibe.
I mean, like I was greeted at the I got to the town centre, and there was a police cordon where we parked up. I asked what was going on, and apparently some guy got stabbed in the neck, and I was like, if you want me to sum up Maidstone, that's about it, really.
It's a regular thing in London.
Yeah, well, yeah, true.
What are your thoughts on a pro league in the UK?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I know there's definitely plans for that, though, isn't there?
Is there? You got to have sponsors and you got to have the money for it. And
well, but if the sport keeps growing the way it's going, you know, like that will come. It just takes time.
Yeah, and if this league needs commentators, fucking you boys right here. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'll be down. Whoa.
No, I mean me, not you guys.
Nah. You know what you need? You're like Michael Owen.
A
by
diet?
himself.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No. You're an O-lineman. There's no such thing as a diet. I mean, right, boys, don't listen to me when I said that. Okay, wipe that out. Now you're like Michael Owen by himself. You know, you don't win games if you don't score. That's what you'll be like commentating. I've seen your tweets on games, and it's like,
Oh, well, yeah, but what do you want me to do? Give you a fucking rundown? I'm not. If I was doing it like voice-wise, mate.
I would love it if you just kind of like spoke over the phone. You know, you're recording it, and you'd be like, "Oh, what we have here? Let me check his name." You know, but it's all right.
Hey, man,
We
don't
love it
call my professionalism into question, or otherwise you get dragged next year. Don't you know? This is the rules of this stream. This is the rules of the Chris Tebbett ran stream. You piss me off, you get dragged next year. Plans for next season: getting dragged. That's his plans.
Ah, it's just fuel to the burner fire, baby.
You see, I'm with Portsmouth. No,
we
you know what? I'll predict you win.
Keep burning. You predict
I'll-
we
I'll-
win. Cool.
I'll
love
predict
to
you
prove
win if-
right every week.
I really like the Burners. I think they're a really good squad. There you go. In that voice.
Michael Owen coming out. Oh, don't even get me started.
But yeah.
Big plans. To be honest, we're just trying to.
All right. You definitely don't deserve MVP for this Arctic take. What the fuck?
I told you should have blocked him earlier on.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Haven't the Lions got Matty Ice? The Lions got
No,
Matt
he's
Ryan
gone.
now?
No.
Oh, we went to the Colts. Oh, the Colts. Oh, wait.
No, they got fucking
who's the Lions got?
Jared Goff.
Oh yeah. Jesus, it's like the 0-16 Browns all over again.
Rest in peace.
I
Rest in
think
peace,
if
Jared
the
Goff's career.
If the Lions get 5 wins, it will be a successful season, won't it?
Yeah. No, because they won't be picking first overall next year, which is,
Well,
what
I mean,
need.
they managed to bottle that this year as well.
Yeah, but basically the Lions manage to bottle things every year.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're not a bad squad. They just don't do it. I don't know what
No.
it is.
Mate,
Yeah,
imagine
Jamal Williams. They got some good players, but
imagine losing to like a 68-yard field goal.
Oh, mate, it's brutal, isn't it? What was it, Justin Tucker?
Hardly know him, mate. Unbelievable stuff.
But the thing is, I mean, I think one of the Detroit Lions wide receivers, like, was it Amon St. Ra Brown or something like that? He had like the lowest drops in the NFL last season. Had like
Yeah,
the most
was it?
catches. Like, it's crazy.
And then who's their Titans really good? What's his name?
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson.
Yeah.
He's really good. So this is the last question because fuck me, bro. I want to check my Tinder.
You know that American Pie bit? You know where Jim's checking up his dating app and it's just 0.
Honestly, mate, I've somehow got fucking negatives on Tinder. It's mad. It's mad. Honestly, in a shock, girls don't like fat guys with fucking frosted tip mullets who play American football. What a fucking surprise, And also, there's pictures of me wrestling in there, so also in fake tan and spandex. Legitimately, a combination.
I feel like that one would definitely do it.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But it's all red flags. Literally unbelievable. It's like they're starting up a new fucking country, and it's just a plain red flag. So go on. So this is the last question. I think for all of us, way too early predictions for promotion and relegation in Summer Ball this year.
Holton Spartans to win it all.
Very good. Keep it on brand. Hayden. Honestly, I don't want to say this because I've got like a good friend at Shropshire Rev, but it's not going well for them so far.
What's happening with them? Because I know that Morgs is Morgs the head coach.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's the OC.
Yeah, he's bloody brilliant. So I don't know. I always find like with summer ball teams, if they lack that kind of young, fresh talent, kind of through there's still this divide between uni ball and Britball, and I think it really hurts like the senior teams. You know, like I think just having that kind of young, fresh talent as well, it just adds a new dimension to the sport.
It's one of those things where like I really like Shropshire Rev, and
Yeah, I mean their
and
kit's nice as well.
yeah, it really is, and and I hope they turn it around, but like it's not looking amazing for them.
Doesn't Chris Treacy play for them as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he ended up playing some quarterback the other day.
I believe that was the case. I believe they. I don't know if this was supposed to be on the record or not, but he told me anyway. But their quarterbacks are, their quarterback situation is not particularly fantastic at the minute, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And then I think Manchester Titans will go far. I think that's my too early one.
Mate. That I think that. I mean, Sam, isn't it? He's the QB. He's phenomenal. But that I mean, to come out and just put a score like that on Tamworth is not an easy feat in no means. I mean, Tamworth's offense just seemed dumbfounded, but I think they'll turn it around. They're a program that will turn it around as well. It'd be interesting to see that return fixture, though.
It'll be interesting to see what Sheffield Giants do as well. Come in.
Enough.
I don't know what any of these mean, but I know that they're inside jokes, so I'm going to bring them up anyway.
Oh, he's just asking how much I lift, mate. That's all.
Go on, how much you benching, bro?
Enough.
How many plates?
Body weight. I'm benching body weight, so it's all good.
Whose
Road
body
to
weight?
100. My body weight.
You got him? What SJ? What about you? Give me a too early prediction. I won't ask Hayden. Or Hayden's already given us.
I think
Olympians to go down.
Yeah, relegation, unfortunately, for Olympians, it's not looking good now. I do want them to turn it around. It feels like I say this every week at the moment. They probably think that I just absolutely hate it. But I think it's not looking good at the moment. I think in Div 1, I haven't looked too much at the ranks, but the one that I know of is I think Blitz B are now sitting at 0-3. And they've had a rough. They've been in the games, but they've had some injuries and stuff like that. So. I'm sure they'll turn it around. Like they've had an issue at quarterback as well, but they'll get it. They'll turn it around. I think too early predictions from the south. I think Wembley have started well, but they've still got to play the Cats and the Hornets, who are two.
They've got to play the two top teams. Yeah,
the two top teams. Rushmore Knights. I think Rushmore may push back up. If there's anyone else, because there's only two divisions in this.
I definitely, if it'll be interesting to see how Wembley compete against the Cats and the Hornets. The Cats haven't looked as powerful as they have in the past, so that would be an interesting game. I know Wembley have got the Cats coming up soon, so that'll be interesting.
I've got one which is definitely too early because they only played their first game. I think it's the Div 2. I don't know what the Lincolnshire one is, but I think Lincolnshire might take that division. It's either between Lincolnshire or Scunthorpe. And honestly, if Scunthorpe can turn it around, because they, I don't feel like I'm dragging anyone here. I don't think Scunthorpe used to be that good. They used to be like, I remember there was a guy who joined the Colonials. He said he played for Scunthorpe. They fucking laughed in his face. But I think it's going to come down to Scunthorpe or Lincoln, and I think Lincoln will take it. But again, that could be because there's Bebombs on the team, or Colonials on the team. So with that, Seb's yawning. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to thank Seb for coming on. Very short notice, very, very entertaining. He's just given us a bit sort of glimpse into what it's like to be a Brunel burner. Now that SJ's traded them and gone to Loughborough. But yes.
He still wore a South hoodie at the All-Star game.
He did. That's true. He did. Unbelievable. He doesn't know who he plays for. He's a Midlands person. He just stays there. Unfucking believable. And
in the middle of the two unis.
I have got one question. Hayden, what uni work are you working on?
It's a peer review for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, do that then. Don't be on stream. What the fuck? Who is this geezer?
We've all been there. Come on.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be.
I haven't Gloucestershire. I hand my work in on time, but early.
Oh,
even.
So I was just about to say, early's on time. On time is late.
You hear that, Gloucestershire?
It's not going to be. It's not late, is it? I just have to have it ready for 9 a.m. tomorrow.
How far
9
off
a.m.
are you?
tomorrow.
9 a.m. tomorrow. Yes.
How far off are you?
I think I have like 3 or 4 more people to review.
Nice.
The group is a lot bigger
Nice.
than I remember it being. I'm not going to lie to you.
I said that about my dissertation.
So we're gonna let Hayden finish up his work, so he doesn't get kicked out of uni, and because he needs to play Britball, or otherwise we uni ball, or otherwise we don't have him on the show anymore. So double-edged sword, isn't it?
That it is. That it is.
I could.
So
So what about when I graduate? I still do the show.
Yeah.
It's just going to get rid of me. I see how it is.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's been the rundown. Tomorrow we have got a NFL. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to do the outro, bro. Stop interrupting me. Fuck, man.
Honestly,
Bro, honestly, like you're
get married at this point.
Yeah, bro, you're fucking media trainer. Like, you need some. Like, if I'm doing the intro or the outro, don't interrupt me. I'm gonna plug your fucking draft stream now. I don't think I will now.
You just did.
Oh yeah. It's called advertising. There's a draft stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be, I believe, at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Is that right, Hayden?
It is indeed 8 p.m. Be there or be square.
Be square. You are a square. Fucking unbelievable. I mean, I'm going to be there. I mean, don't know how good I'm going to do. Awful. I'm going to do awful. I'm going to try to be the worst team. So from SGA,
Well, you're
from
Dolphins,
Hayden,
so you'll be all right.
yeah, we don't pick until the 3rd round. So fuck if I care. I'm fucking.
That's what you get for Tyreek, right?
Oh yeah, sweet little Tyreek. I'm not, honestly.
I've said it every week. This has come up. Tua will not be able to throw that far.
Oh,
He doesn't need
mate,
to.
you're.
half of
Mate.
Tyreek Hill's touchdowns were caught on drags that he took for 70 yards.
Sorry, Sid, bro. He's gone, mate. So yeah.
Oh,
So Hayden's dropped out, but he's hosting the draft tomorrow, 8 p.m. SJ's not going to be there, but next week the rundown will have some more people on, hopefully. But thank you to Seb from everyone. Thank you very much. We will see you all next week, and I still love you, Gloucestershire. Please let me play for you. Unbelievable. Bye. Bye. Oh, you're gonna say goodbye, Hayden. You're gonna say goodbye. Stream's ended, mate. Stream's ended. Stream's ended, bud. Sorry.
It's still
Oh,
live.
is it? Oh, is it?